They told him he wasn't good enough. Chelsea threw him away. Critics said he'd never succeed in Europe. But today, Mohamed Salah is a Champions League winner, a Premier League legend, and one of the greatest goal scorers of his generation. His journey isn't just about football. It's about sacrifice, rejection, and a relentless hunger to succeed. This is the untold story of Mohamed Salah, how a kid from Egypt, who once traveled 8 hours daily just to train, became one of the world's best footballers. Stay till the end, because his story will inspire you. Early life in Egypt. Mohamed Salah was born in Nagreg, Egypt, a small town with no direct path to football stardom. Unlike European prospects who get elite training from childhood, Salah had to fight for every opportunity. At 14 years old, he made an unbelievable sacrifice, traveling 4 hours to Cairo every single day just to train. That's 8 hours of commuting daily for a few hours of practice. Imagine this. While other kids played after school, Salah spent entire days on the road, chasing a dream that seemed impossible. Why? Because he knew this was his only shot. But even when he joined El Moukawloon, one of Egypt's best clubs, he faced another challenge. The first setback: wrong position. At 16 years old, Salah wasn't even a forward. He was a left back, far from the goal, where his talent was wasted. But coaches soon realized his speed was his biggest weapon. They pushed him forward, and suddenly, Salah was tearing defenses apart. By 18, he was already one of Egypt's most exciting young players. But then, disaster struck. The Egyptian League collapse. In 2012, the Egyptian League was suspended due to political unrest. For many young players, this was the end. No matches, no income, no future. For Salah, this could have been the moment where his dream died. But then, fate intervened. Swiss club FC Basel had been scouting Egyptian talent. With no league in Egypt, Salah got a trial in Switzerland. This was his first ever trip outside of Egypt. A new country, a different language, a completely foreign world. Would he survive? Or would he be sent home like so many others? Switzerland, the first big break. At Basel, Salah struggled at first. He didn't understand the language. The cold Swiss weather was a shock. He wasn't a big-name signing, just a kid from Egypt. But Salah did what he always did. He worked harder than everyone else. His first big moment came in 2013. Basel played Chelsea in the Champions League, and Salah destroyed them, scoring and assisting in a shocking Basel victory. Suddenly, Europe took notice. Months later, Chelsea came calling. For 11 million euros, Salah was headed to the Premier League. But what should have been his big breakthrough turned into his worst nightmare. Chelsea nightmare, the lowest point. At Chelsea, Salah barely played. Jose Mourinho didn't trust him. He was constantly benched. He was sent on loan. For 2 years, he sat on the sidelines, watching his dream slip away. Most players would have given up. But Salah? He used failure as fuel. In 2015, Chelsea sent him on loan to Fiorentina in Italy. This was his last chance to prove he belonged at the top level. In Italy, Salah was reborn. At Fiorentina, he destroyed defenses, scoring against Juventus, Roma, and AC Milan. But he wasn't done yet. After just 6 months, AS Roma signed him, and that's where he became unstoppable. 34 goals in 2 seasons. One of the best wingers in Serie A, linked with Europe's biggest clubs. Finally, Salah had rebuilt his reputation. Then, in 2017, Liverpool came calling. Breaking records, the rise of the Egyptian king. Liverpool signed Salah for 42 million euros, but critics called it a waste of money. But Salah wasn't just good, he was historic. In his first season, he scored 44 goals, breaking the Premier League record, won the PFA Player of the Year, led Liverpool to the Champions League final. But then, tragedy struck. Champions League final, the Ramos incident. In the 2018 Champions League final, Salah faced the biggest moment of his career. Then, Sergio Ramos slammed him to the ground, injuring his shoulder. Salah left the field in tears. Liverpool lost the final. Many thought this was the moment Salah's career would decline. But instead, he came back stronger. Salah's impact beyond football. Salah is more than just a footballer. He is a symbol of hope for millions. In Egypt, he's a national hero. Every time he plays, streets empty as people gather to watch. He has single-handedly revived Egyptian football, leading his country to their first World Cup in 28 years in 2018. Beyond football, he donates millions to help build hospitals, schools, and improve infrastructure in Egypt. His humility, faith, and commitment to giving back make him not just a football legend, but a global role model. Salah's influence goes far beyond goals and trophies. He is proof that hard work, determination, and kindness can change the world. Redemption and glory. 1 year later, in 2019, Salah got his revenge. He scored in the Champions League final, leading Liverpool to European glory. Then, in 2020, he helped Liverpool win their first Premier League title in 30 years. Salah had gone from a Chelsea reject to a Liverpool legend. The climax: what makes Salah special? So, what makes Mohamed Salah different from other players? 1. Relentless work ethic. Trains harder than anyone else. 2. Explosive speed and deadly finishing. His left foot is one of the best in football. 3. Big game mentality. Steps up in crucial moments. 4. Unbreakable mindset. Turns every rejection into motivation. Final resolution. What's next for Salah? At 31 years old, Salah is still at the peak of his powers. But rumors of a move to Saudi Arabia or another European club keep circulating. So, will he stay at Liverpool and break even more records? Take on a new challenge in Spain, Italy, or Saudi Arabia? One thing is certain: Mohamed Salah's legacy is already written in history. From a small Egyptian town to the top of world football, he has proven that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Mohamed Salah's journey is one of the most inspiring stories in football. From an unknown teenager to a global superstar, he has shown that hunger, resilience, and belief can overcome any obstacle. If you found this story inspiring, like, comment, and subscribe for more incredible football stories. What do you think? Is Salah the greatest African player of all time? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.